7 perilous bedtime customs that could be compromising your survival. Have you contemplated whether your nighttime rituals might be stealthily jeopardizing your existence? This notion may appear frightening, but Centers for Disease Control and Prevention research indicates that exceeding 70,000 aged Americans expire during their slumber annually. What proves most distressing is that numerous fatalities don't merely stem from natural aging but originate from preventable sleep-associated practices that people seldom scrutinize. As time advances, our bodily systems develop heightened sensitivity to even minor alterations. Following age 60, your cardiac functioning, mental capacity, and respiratory operations all experience increased susceptibility. Sleep patterns evolve, muscular strength degrades, and hazards connected to seemingly innocent nighttime rituals escalate dramatically. Yet most elderly individuals continue practicing identical routines they followed for decades, unaware these habits might be gradually undermining their health and potentially curtailing their existence. What concealed threats reside within your evening practices? Which common sleep custom produces more medical emergencies than alternatives? What instantaneous changes can you execute tonight to protect yourself and family members? We're going to explore 7 widespread sleep customs that have already claimed multiple senior lives this year. The second custom poses the gravest threat, requiring your absolute attention. We'll also outline proper measures to ensure protected and tranquil slumber. 7 perilous bedtime customs to abandon. Custom number 7. Excessive fluid intake before rest will begin with a practice frequently disregarded because it appears healthful: liquid consumption. Proper hydration remains absolutely crucial for everyone, particularly aging individuals. Water sustains every cellular unit, regulates internal temperature, facilitates digestive functions, and maintains joint flexibility. However, there's an important warning. While adequate hydration proves essential, consuming too much liquid immediately before rest can actually endanger your health in unforeseen ways. Age advancement transforms how our bodies handle liquids. Kidneys, which cleanse blood impurities and regulate fluid balance, become less capable over time. Concurrently, bladder capacity for storing urine diminishes and signals indicating restroom needs become more intense and frequent. This means consuming a substantial beverage within 1 to 2 hours of sleep makes you considerably more likely to awaken during nighttime for toilet visits. Rising once or twice might appear tolerable, but for aging adults it establishes genuine threats. Nighttime restroom journeys rank among primary fall causes in elderly populations. Envision this scenario. You're half-conscious, surroundings are pitch black, your blood pressure plummets when standing, and your coordination isn't what it formerly was. These combined factors convert a simple restroom trip into an authentic hazard. CDC data reveals falls constitute the leading source of injury-related hospital admissions among seniors, with many incidents happening during dark hours. The threats expand beyond this. When you continuously wake to urinate, your sleep rhythm becomes interrupted. You forfeit the profound, therapeutic sleep stages your mind and body need for regeneration. Ongoing sleep disruption correlates with memory troubles, elevated inflammation, and higher risks of acquiring dementia and Alzheimer's disorders. Poor sleep also undermines immune defense and makes managing ailments like hypertension and diabetes more challenging. There's also an extra heart-related risk. When you consume large amounts of liquid before rest, your body must exert additional effort processing and removing surplus fluid. This can cause blood pressure swings and burden your cardiovascular system, especially if you already face heart problems. For some seniors, this extra stress can trigger irregular heart rhythms or more serious complications. The best approach to maintaining hydration without risking yourself involves careful timing and moderation. Consume plenty of liquid during daytime, but begin tapering consumption in late afternoon and evening. Eliminate substantial liquid quantities at least 2 hours before rest. If thirst strikes before sleep, take only small sips instead of full glasses. Also eliminate diuretic beverages like coffee, black tea, green tea, and certain fruit juices during evening, as these enhance urination frequency. If nighttime rising becomes unavoidable, ensure your restroom route remains well illuminated and obstacle-free. Consider night lights or motion detection lighting to reduce stumbling or falling risks. Move deliberately and allow your body adjustment time before standing completely. These simple modifications protect your sleep, minimize nighttime accident risks, and support overall health while preserving proper hydration benefits. Custom number 6. Consuming food during late hours. Let's address a practice easily overlooked yet potentially carrying serious ramifications: eating food during late evening hours. For many individuals, a nighttime snack constitutes a comforting tradition, a way to decompress after exhausting days. However, for seniors, this seemingly harmless practice can quietly trigger a chain reaction of health issues extending far beyond minor indigestion. Aging affects how our systems handle nutrition. Metabolic processes slow down, digestive effectiveness diminishes, and the body's capacity to manage blood sugar and cholesterol levels weakens. When eating during late hours, especially dense, rich foods, your digestive system must keep operating long after you've gone to sleep. Instead of resting and recovering, your body remains busy processing food, which can interrupt sleep and stress your heart and other vital organs. One immediate danger of late-hour eating involves heartburn and acid reflux. When lying down soon after consuming food, stomach acid can more easily flow upward into the esophagus, producing that familiar burning chest sensation. For seniors, this isn't merely uncomfortable. It can result in chronic inflammation, esophageal injury, and even increased aspiration pneumonia risk if acid or food particles are breathed into lungs during sleep. A study published in the American Journal of Gastroenterology found that people consuming food within 3 hours of bedtime are significantly more likely to experience nighttime reflux and related complications. The dangers go beyond heartburn. Late-hour eating can also cause blood sugar spikes, especially if meals include refined carbohydrates or sugary items. As we age, our bodies become less responsive to insulin, the hormone that regulates blood sugar. This means late-hour snacks can produce elevated overnight blood sugar levels, increasing type 2 diabetes development risk or making existing diabetes more challenging to control. A 2020 study from the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found late-hour eating was linked with higher blood sugar and insulin levels the next morning, particularly in older adults. There's also a hidden heart risk. Late eating can cause blood pressure to remain high during the night instead of lowering as it should during restful sleep. This non-lowering blood pressure pattern connects to higher heart attack and stroke risks, especially in seniors. Heavy or fatty meals can also trigger arrhythmias, irregular heartbeats that can be dangerous for those with existing heart conditions. To protect yourself, give your body adequate digestion time before sleep. Aim to complete dinner at least 3 hours before bedtime. Choose lighter evening meals. Think lean proteins, vegetables, and whole grains instead of fried foods, pasta, or sweets. If you need a snack, select something small and gentle on your stomach, like fruit, plain yogurt, or a handful of nuts. These simple changes will improve sleep quality while reducing nighttime heartburn, blood sugar spikes, and serious cardiovascular event risks. Your body will appreciate the rest and nighttime break it truly needs. Custom number 5. Employing improper sleep positions. Most people maintain a preferred sleep position they use night after night, rarely giving it second consideration. But did you realize your sleep posture could be quietly threatening your health, especially as you age? For seniors, your chosen position can dramatically influence your risk of breathing difficulties, heart problems, and even stroke. Let's begin with the most problematic position, sleeping on your back, also called the supine posture. While it might feel comfortable, this position can create a perfect storm of health risks for aging bodies. When sleeping on your back, gravity causes your tongue and throat's soft tissues to relax and fall backward, partially blocking your airway. This is particularly dangerous for anyone who snores or has sleep apnea, but even those without diagnosed conditions can experience subtle airflow restrictions. Research from Mayo Clinic's Sleep Disorder Center shows back sleeping can worsen breathing difficulties by up to 40% compared to side sleeping. The consequences of this airway blockage are serious. Reduced oxygen flow during sleep can lead to obstructive sleep apnea episodes where breathing repeatedly stops and starts. Over time, this oxygen lack can contribute to brain damage, increased blood pressure, and much higher stroke and heart attack risks. A study published in the Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine found that seniors sleeping on their backs have a 22% higher risk of nocturnal cardiac events compared to side sleepers. The risks don't end there. For seniors with acid reflux or hiatal hernias, Back sleeping allows stomach acid to flow more easily into the esophagus, causing silent nighttime reflux. This not only damages esophageal lining but also increases aspiration risk when stomach contents accidentally enter lungs, potentially leading to pneumonia or even esophageal cancer over time. There's also a neurological aspect to consider. Recent research from Stony Brook University revealed that back sleeping reduces brain waste clearance system efficiency by up to 63% compared to side sleeping. This means harmful proteins linked to Alzheimer's disease and other dementias aren't removed as effectively, potentially accelerating cognitive decline. Sleeping on your right side isn't ideal either, as it can put pressure on the heart's major blood vessels, hindering circulation and increasing heart failure risk in those already vulnerable. What's the safest position? Experts widely recommend sleeping on your left side. This position improves blood circulation, supports digestion, and reduces gastric reflux and stroke risks. It also helps the brain clear waste more efficiently, supporting long-term cognitive health. If you're used to sleeping on your back or right side, making the switch can be challenging. Try using a firm pillow between your knees to keep your spine aligned and place another pillow behind your back to prevent rolling over during the night. An orthopedic neck pillow can also help maintain a comfortable and safe position. If you suffer from reflux, slightly elevating the head of your bed can further reduce symptoms. By training yourself to sleep on your left side, you can significantly lower your risk of nighttime breathing problems, heart complications, and even cognitive decline, helping you wake up healthier and more refreshed each morning. Custom number 4. Resting in excessively warmed environments. We all seek comfort at night, especially as we grow older. It's tempting to turn up the heat, pile on heavy blankets, or close every window to keep the cold out. But did you know that sleeping in a room that's too warm can quietly put your health at risk? For seniors, maintaining the right bedroom temperature is more than a matter of comfort. It's a matter of safety. Our bodies are designed to cool down slightly as we fall asleep. This natural drop in core temperature signals the brain that it's time to rest, helping us drift into the deeper, most restorative stages of sleep. When your bedroom is too hot, typically above 70 degrees Fahrenheit or 21 degrees Celsius, this cooling process is disrupted. Instead of relaxing, your body has to work overtime to shed excess heat, which can leave you tossing and turning, waking up frequently, or feeling groggy in the morning. The consequences of sleeping in a hot room go far beyond a restless night. For seniors, the risks are especially serious. As we age, our ability to regulate body temperature declines, making us more vulnerable to overheating. Research published in the American Journal of Geriatric Psychiatry found that older adults who sleep in rooms warmer than 70 degrees Fahrenheit experience up to 30% less slow-wave sleep, the deep restorative phase that's essential for memory, immune function, and cellular repair. Missing out on this crucial sleep stage can have a domino effect on your health. Poor sleep quality has been linked to increased inflammation, higher blood pressure, and a weakened immune system. Over time, these changes can raise your risk of heart disease, diabetes, and even cognitive decline. The same study noted that chronic sleep disruption from a hot environment can accelerate age-related memory loss and make it harder for your body to fight off infections. But the dangers don't stop there. Sleeping in a hot room can also lead to dehydration, especially for seniors who already have a reduced sense of thirst. Sweating during the night causes your body to lose fluids and electrolytes, which can thicken your blood and increase the risk of blood clots, arrhythmias, and even stroke. For those with existing heart or respiratory conditions, the added strain of trying to cool down can trigger dangerous complications, including heart attacks or breathing difficulties. So, what's the ideal temperature for safe, restful sleep? Most experts recommend keeping your bedroom between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 15 to 19 degrees Celsius. Use lightweight breathable bedding. Cotton sheets are a great choice, and avoid heavy comforters or electric blankets that trap heat. If you tend to get cold, layer up with blankets you can easily remove during the night. Consider using a fan or opening a window slightly to improve air circulation and keep the room fresh. By making these simple adjustments, you can protect your heart, support your brain, and ensure you get the deep, restorative sleep your body needs. Remember, a cool bedroom isn't just comfortable. It's a powerful way to safeguard your health as you age. Custom number 3. Arising too hastily from bed, have you ever awakened in the middle of the night, swung your legs out of bed, and suddenly felt the room spin or your vision darken? If so, you're not alone and you're not imagining things. For seniors, getting out of bed too quickly can be a surprisingly dangerous habit, one that's responsible for countless falls, injuries, and even hospitalizations every year. The main culprit behind this phenomenon is something called orthostatic or postural hypotension. This is a sudden drop in blood pressure that happens when you move from lying down to standing up too quickly. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at adjusting blood flow and pressure when we change positions. The result: blood momentarily pools in the lower part of your body, and your brain doesn't get enough oxygen-rich blood for a few seconds. That's when you feel dizzy, lightheaded, or even faint. This isn't just an uncomfortable sensation. It's a real danger. According to a study published in JAMA Internal Medicine, older adults with orthostatic hypotension are at significantly higher risk of falls, fractures, and even death. Falls are the leading cause of injury-related hospitalizations among seniors, and many of these accidents happen at night or early in the morning when blood pressure is naturally lower and the body is still adjusting from sleep. The consequences of a nighttime fall can be severe. Hip fractures, head injuries, and wrist breaks are common, and recovery can be long and difficult. For some, a single fall can lead to a loss of independence, prolonged hospital stays, or even life-threatening complications. That's why it's so important to take this risk seriously and adopt safer habits. So, what can you do to protect yourself? The good news is that a few simple changes to your nighttime routine can make a big difference. First, when you wake up, don't rush. Take a moment to sit on the edge of the bed and let your body adjust. Wiggle your toes, flex your ankles, and take a few deep breaths. This helps your circulation catch up and reduces the risk of a sudden blood pressure drop. Keep a glass of water by your bedside and take a small sip before standing up, especially if you're prone to dehydration. Make sure your path to the bathroom is well lit. Use night lights or motion-activated lights to avoid tripping in the dark. Hold on to a sturdy piece of furniture or a handrail as you stand and avoid slippery socks or loose rugs that could cause you to slip. Wearing non-slip slippers and avoiding clutter on the floor are also smart precautions. If you take medications that can lower your blood pressure, talk to your doctor about the best time to take them and whether your dosage needs adjusting. By following these simple steps, you can dramatically reduce your risk of nighttime falls and protect your long-term health and independence. Remember, getting up slowly isn't just about comfort, it's a powerful way to stay safe and confident every single night. Custom number 2, neglecting snoring, breathing interruptions, or sleep disturbances. Snoring is often brushed off as a harmless annoyance, especially as we get older. But what if that nighttime noise or the pauses in breathing that sometimes come with it are actually warning signs of something much more serious? For seniors, ignoring symptoms like snoring, breathing interruptions, or chronic insomnia can quietly set the stage for life-threatening health problems. One of the most dangerous and underdiagnosed sleep disorders among older adults is obstructive sleep apnea. This condition occurs when the muscles in the throat relax too much during sleep, causing the airway to narrow or close completely. As a result, breathing can stop for several seconds, sometimes hundreds of times a night. Each time this happens, the oxygen level in your blood drops, forcing your heart to work harder to keep your body supplied. Over time, this repeated strain can lead to high blood pressure, irregular heart rhythms, and a much higher risk of heart attack and stroke. The numbers are alarming. According to the Sleep Heart Health Study, untreated sleep apnea increases the risk of fatal heart attacks by 30% and strokes by up to 60% in older adults. Even more concerning, nearly 40% of seniors are affected by sleep apnea, but an estimated 80% of cases go undiagnosed. Many people simply don't realize that their snoring or restless nights are symptoms of a serious medical condition. But the dangers don't stop with the heart. Sleep apnea also robs you of the deep restorative sleep your brain needs to function at its best. Chronic sleep deprivation can lead to memory problems, confusion, and even accelerate the progression of dementia. Studies have shown that seniors with untreated moderate to severe sleep apnea experience brain shrinkage in areas responsible for memory and decision-making at nearly 3 times the normal age-related rate. So, how can you tell if you might have sleep apnea or another serious sleep disorder? Often, it's a partner or family member who notices the signs first: loud, persistent snoring, long pauses in breathing, gasping or choking during sleep, and frequent awakenings. Other red flags include waking up with a dry mouth or headache, feeling extremely tired during the day, or struggling to stay awake during quiet activities. Insomnia, difficulty falling or staying asleep can also be a warning sign. While occasional sleeplessness is normal, chronic insomnia can signal underlying cardiovascular, neurological, or hormonal issues. It also weakens the immune system and increases stress, making it harder to manage conditions like hypertension and diabetes. If you recognize any of these symptoms, don't ignore them. Talk to your doctor or a sleep specialist. Treatments like CPAP, continuous positive airway pressure, therapy, weight management, and lifestyle changes can dramatically reduce your risk. Research shows that treating sleep apnea can lower cardiovascular risk by up to 42% in seniors. Remember, snoring and insomnia aren't just nuisances, they're signals from your body that something may be wrong. By paying attention and seeking help, you can protect your heart, your brain, and your quality of life. Custom number 1. Taking particular medications before rest. For many seniors, taking medication before bed is a nightly ritual. Whether it's a sleeping pill to help you drift off, a blood pressure tablet, or a painkiller to ease sore joints, these routines can seem harmless, just another part of winding down. But what if this habit is quietly putting your health at risk? The truth is, certain medications taken at night can have unintended dangerous effects, especially as we age. Let's start with sleeping pills and sedatives, which are commonly prescribed for insomnia and anxiety. Medications like benzodiazepines such as diazepam, clonazepam, and alprazolam work by slowing down the central nervous system. While this can help you relax and fall asleep, it also makes your breathing slower and shallower. For seniors, especially those with heart or respiratory conditions, this can be risky. According to a study published in the British Medical Journal, older adults who regularly use benzodiazepines have a significantly higher risk of falls, fractures, and even death compared to those who don't use these drugs. The sedative effects can linger into the next morning, causing dizziness, confusion, and unsteadiness, all of which increase the risk of nighttime accidents. But it's not just sleeping pills that can cause problems. Some antidepressants and muscle relaxants, often taken at night, can interfere with the deep stages of sleep that are essential for memory and cognitive health. Over time, this can lead to increased forgetfulness, confusion, and even accelerate cognitive decline. Painkillers, especially nonsteroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, NSAIDs like ibuprofen or diclofenac, can also be problematic. When used frequently, these medications can overload the kidneys and liver, making it harder for your body to eliminate toxins. They can also increase the risk of internal bleeding, especially when combined with other medications. Blood pressure medications are another common culprit. While some people benefit from taking these drugs at night, for others it can cause blood pressure to drop too low during sleep. This can reduce blood flow to the brain, increasing the risk of dizziness, fainting, and even stroke. A study in the journal Hypertension found that the timing of blood pressure medication can significantly affect nighttime blood pressure patterns and overall cardiovascular risk. Drug interactions are another hidden danger. As we age, our bodies process medications more slowly, and the risk of one drug amplifying the effects or side effects of another increases. Mixing sedatives, painkillers, and other medications without medical guidance can lead to dangerous, even life-threatening complications. So what can you do to stay safe? First, always consult your doctor or pharmacist before starting, stopping, or changing any medication. Ask if there are safer alternatives, especially if you're experiencing side effects like confusion, dizziness, or excessive drowsiness. Avoid unnecessary sedative medications and try natural sleep aids such as herbal teas or relaxation techniques when possible. If you take blood pressure medication at night, monitor your readings regularly and report any unusual symptoms to your healthcare provider. By being proactive and informed about your medication routine, you can protect your health, reduce your risk of nighttime accidents, and ensure a safer, more restful night's sleep. Small changes can make a big difference in your safety and longevity. Final summary: as we wrap up, it's clear that even small changes to your nightly routine can have a huge impact on your health and safety. Now that you're aware of these 7 perilous sleep customs, the next step is to take action starting tonight. Whether it's adjusting your bedroom temperature, rethinking your evening snack, or being mindful about your medications, every positive change counts toward a longer, healthier life. Have you ever made one of these mistakes without realizing the risks? Or do you have a tip that's helped you sleep better and safer? These simple adjustments can protect your sleep, reduce your nighttime accident risks, and support your overall health while maintaining the benefits you need. Your journey to better sleep and better health starts now.